This is what I tell people when somebody that they love dies. I thought to make this video because the holidays are coming, and this is a time of pretty extreme grief for those of us who have lost people. First off, you should know I'm pretty well acquainted with death. I lost my dad when I was pretty young. I lost my best friend when we were in our early 20s. It also used to be my job, literally. I worked at a hospital, and when somebody died, I went and talked to their family. And so this is a metaphor that I've used countless times, and it seems to help more than the platitudes that you usually get. If you're a person who's experienced extreme grief, you know that when somebody says everything happens for a reason or God doesn't give you more than you can handle, you just want to punch them in the face. The metaphor that I use is that it's like being in the ocean amidst really big waves of grief. At the beginning, in the first days, you don't always feel anything, really. Sometimes you feel relieved, and that can make you feel kind of like you're betraying your loved one. But eventually the grief starts. And when it starts, it usually comes really fast and really thick. It's like the waves are huge and they're just one right after another. They hit you, they take you under, you get tossed around. And by the time you get your head back up, the next one is right there bearing down on you. That's why it's hard to do anything. It's hard to eat, it's hard to sleep, it's hard to think about anything else. And over time, it doesn't get easier or better, you don't get less sad, but the waves just come less frequently. When you're weeks or months or even a year out, the waves might not be there every second of every day, but when they come, they still totally take you out. Sometimes there's precipitating events like the holidays or the anniversary of their death that means that the waves come fast again for a little while, but then the sea calms down and you go back to only being knocked on your butt once or twice a day, and then every other day, and eventually once a week, and then maybe only once every couple weeks. Every time you get knocked under, though, it doesn't get less painful. I don't miss my best friend or my dad less. I just miss them less often. And I've learned to make meaning out of the pain when it does come. We hurt the most for the people that we loved the most. And so the grief can remind us of that love in a way. Now the thing that I'm scared of, a decade out from losing my best friend, is that I'm forgetting about him. And so when I grieve for him now, I celebrate it because it means that some part of him is still with me, not in some religious woo-woo, he's looking down on me way, but in the way that means that all of us have impact on the lives that we leave behind. Don't get me wrong, I'm not glad that I lost either of them, but I am really glad that I loved both of them so much. So anyway, if that helps you make sense out of anything, or helps you prepare for anything, or helps you know what you can say to someone who you love who's lost somebody, great. That's why I made this video.